here is a very cool, quick magic moment that has a bunch of strengths to it. First, borrowed items. Okay, mask, pen, stuff just lying around. Second, it gets other people involved. Third, you do something amazing, not just once, but twice, right? You say, hey, do me a favor. I want you to hold the top of the pen, which they do. They hold the top and you go, watch the rubber bands, watch the elastic, because I'm going to pull the first one through and now the second one through. Even while they held the top of the pen, and everything can be examined. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to reveal the secrets to what really is a funky optical illusion. And when I reveal the secret, so you too can show it to friends and amaze your friends and family and all that kind of stuff, we're going to touch on two kind of interesting things that really are important in the art of magic. One is sometimes when you do a large action, it is more convincing on the macro level than if you really focus in on a small detail on the micro level. Because we're always talking about inspiring belief. And sometimes the large actions do a better job. So we're going to touch on that. We're also going to touch on the importance in magic of your verbal presentation, supporting and framing. But sometimes it's not what you say, but rather what you make a point of not saying that can really help sort of make the illusion all the more convincing. Okay, so I'm going to touch on both of those in just a second and reveal the secrets. I also want to draw your attention to the fact, and I'll put a link somewhere around here, that if you have not already downloaded my 3 free ebooks. They're magic books, literally dozens, mentalism, card tricks, coin tricks, different kinds of things. If you haven't already downloaded my 3 free PDF magic books, definitely do so, okay? There'll be a link around here, literally a click of a button, and you'll be able to download them and dive deep into some expert level tricks, all right? So I'm strongly suggesting you do that. What else we're going to go into? Let's go into the question of the week. Question of the week is this. This week I'm going to be giving away 12 of my bigger finish card tricks. As always, you can check my stuff off. As always, you can check my stuff out at sankeymagic.com, okay? Bigger finish is a card trick where the card sort of expands. It gets bigger and bigger, and it's a jumbo card all of a sudden. Really magical, gets gasps from people, looks kind of crazy. So the question of the week, your chance to win one of these bigger finish, is leave a comment down below and tell me if you could make anything jumbo size, anything expand, anything bigger. Let's keep it PG, okay? Please. Anything in the world, if you had magic powers and with a certain incantation, you could make something grow in size. What would it be? Okay, I know I'm setting myself up here. I'm looking forward to reading your comments. Leave a comment down below for your chance to win. I was playing around with a rubber band. Okay, we'll do this with a single strand. And I realized if I wanted to put this pen and loop it on the rubber band, I could do this, okay? But I also realized I would very naturally take the pen, slip it into the middle, okay, of the rubber band and pull it back. And I was looking at this gesture, and I realized I could mimic this gesture. So it looks to all the world like I've just grabbed the elastic with the pen, and it looked great. I mean, it's very convincing, but look. It's actually doubled up, and it's, boom. So what I have done, and this is not hard, this is the kind of thing you practice in front of a mirror, and you have to build up your confidence, okay? And you don't, when you do this, I am not saying to the audience, and this is the point about what you don't say, is you're not saying, watch me put the rubber band or the elastic right on the pen. Look, I'm really doing it. You don't say any of that. You let the actions speak for themselves. Now, if it wasn't such a common everyday action, then maybe you'd need to bring a bit more focus on it. But since this kind of action is so natural, and people have done it 1,000 times, and they know rubber bands and all that, you don't have to say anything, and your silence supports the deception. All right? So here, I'm going to turn the hand, and I'm kind of wanting to make it look like I'm going under, right? Going under and pulling forward. But what I actually do is I go over. Okay, I go on top, bring this up, pinch between thumb and finger. Okay, pinch between thumb and finger, the elastic. Let me get an exposed view here. Like this, okay? Then I'm moving like that. So it's almost like you're lowering the pen down, grabbing between left thumb and finger, some of the elastic, right? And then pulling back. But I've practiced it so it looks so smooth. I mean, it really does look like I'm just dipping it underneath and pulling back, okay? Dipping underneath. Now, so you could do it with one ordinary rubber band. Go down like this, come up like that, and the grip, the tip of my left finger is covering the doubled up, and I'm making sure the rest of that on top. Now, if you look really, really closely from a microscopic bed bug level, okay, you would see that the loop isn't continued, okay? But from here, casually, and even from here, it looks to all the world like the illusion is beautiful. It really works very well. I love it when I can come up with something so organic and simple. So, that's the basic principle, or that's the basic deception. Now, doing it with two opens up a really cool possibility, because now I'm here, and when I say to the person, notice, and you'll find this a lot in really well scripted and paced magic tricks, the moment I'm talking to somebody or asking a question or getting them involved is the moment, ideally, that I'm doing the secret move. The interaction is the misdirection. But again, it doesn't work if they're supposed to be focusing on a tiny detail. Then you only end up sparking suspicion. But since everybody knows he's got the elastics there very clearly, maybe this has already been examined, whatever, since everybody knows what I just did there, it's so clear what I just did. I mean, obviously, I just looped this on. I mean, there's no doubt about that, even though I did, in fact, do the secret move with both, okay? So I don't draw attention to that. In fact, instead, what I say is, here, I want you to help me out here. I'd like you to hold the top of the pen. As I'm saying, I'd like you to hold the top of the pen, okay? Here. Hey, can you help me out? You look pretty strong. What I'd like you to do is hold the top of the pen. It's done. Their focus wasn't totally on here, so there's no way they caught the secret action. And everybody can see, there's no question. Everyone knows exactly what I just did. It's very clear. There's nothing hidden about it. But again, I'm all set up. So you can do the exact same move, but with double strands. Okay, here, I'm slipping. Make sure it's nice and deep down. They grab the top of the pen. The one piece of advice is don't lean this way, or they might start to see. They're holding the top. So everything is now in this beautiful situation, whereas I like to say here in the channel, it looks like I'm just about to start the trick, and it's like, oh no, the trick is already quite done. I'm so far ahead of them. Now, for the double strand, this is something, I'm going to be honest with you, I hit about 90% of the time. Sometimes when I pull, because I'm here, and what I'm going to do is with my thumb and finger, separate the strands. Okay, I'm going to separate the two strands here. And while they're holding, I'm going to pull one, and what you'll often get, if you're lucky, let's see what happens here, is you pull and you loosen your grip just a little bit. As you loosen, one of them, hopefully, boom, melts through, which looks great. And this other one now, you don't want to wait too long, because this illusion now is starting to soften. It's not looking as good, okay? But sometimes what you'll find is you give a little gentle tug, and both of them come off, okay? Looks like this. You're here, you can watch just a gentle tug, and both melt through. Great trick. They're holding the top. That's why you want to make sure, too, do not do this with it this close to the top, okay? Because they're holding, everyone's going to think you kind of yanked it through their fingers or something. You want it nice and deep down on the pen, right there. Remember, last two things, please, do click the link and download the 3 magic PDF books. They're free. Download them. Dozens of really cool tricks. And the other thing is leave a comment down below. Dare I ask, and tell me if you could make anything really jumbo-wise, anything in the world, what would it be? Thank you so much for watching, okay? New and funky videos coming soon.